Do I need to train for this trail? And what is the difficulty level of the trail? In answering this question, I'm assuming you're planning to do the full hike or an overnight hike, not day trips. But there is no short answer to this question. Everyone has different physical capabilities. However, I'll try to give you an idea of what to expect from this trail and then give you my opinion on what level of fitness and preparation you should have under your belt before commencing this hike. Again, this is just my personal opinion. I'm no fitness expert, just someone who is just making a logical recommendation from previous experiences. There is approximately 4.5 kilometers of elevation to climb on this hike if you take the route via Mount Richmond. This also means there's 4.5 kilometers of downhills. So 4.5 kilometers may sound like a lot. Try to imagine this distance vertically, looking up into the sky at an object standing 4.5 kilometers tall. Fortunately, no man-made structure actually exists at that height. The tallest structure on this planet only stands at 828 meters. If you've hiked the overland track maybe and summited Mount Ossa, it would be equivalent of summiting that 10 times over. Now this may sound like a challenge, especially if you're walking with a pack on, right? Well, time for the good news. Most of the elevation variation is from gradual undulation of the trail. Most of this trail is relatively flat and you will hardly notice the ups and downs, but this all adds up to the elevation figures. There are some parts on the trail that goes over hills only steep enough to increase your heart rate a bit if maintaining your pace. And then you have some steep sections. Some feel more almost vertical, but thankfully on this trail they are not common and they are short. You won't find many of these climbs on the first half of the trail, but you certainly will on the second half. And by the second half I mean the coastal section. So in conclusion, a majority of this trail is flat or traverses over small hills, with the occasional steep climb. You'll find most of the steep climbs come with man-made steps. I don't really recall any times I had to rock scramble. So what fitness level would I recommend you to be at before taking on this hike? Well, again, it depends on what direction you are going to hike. If you're going clockwise and so hitting the major elevation gains and steep climbs first, then I would recommend you doing some training leading up to the hike. If you're going anti-clockwise, you should be fine with no training, provided you're not going with a ridiculously heavy pack for your body size. However, whichever way you choose to go, I would suggest you test your own abilities to see where you are at. Just note, if you're already physically active, hike regularly, or play sports regularly, you may already have a really good idea of your fitness level, and you can make your own plan, or you may not even need one at all. To test your hiking fitness level, I would suggest that you find a trail around 10 kilometers long in your local area. Put on your hiking shoes, grab a loaded pack and hike it to see how you feel at the end of it. Try and pick one that has similar elevation gain to a day on the Great Southwest Walk, so approximately 300 meters elevation gain and loss. Do this well before you start your hike. I would suggest perhaps a month beforehand. So do this hike, assess and see how you feel during and after. If you're very tired, back sore, or feet are in a lot of pain, then you've got some training to do. You may also want to consider equipment adjustments as well, such as lightening your pack or getting new shoes. For more information on this topic, there is a plethora of information on YouTube on various pack setups, along with videos I've made on here on my channel.